It's obviously, I think just a good test for us, and it kind of shows everybody in this room that if we come together and play a good, solid game, that we can compete with the best teams in this league.
How does it feel to score 2 goals? I mean, everything you've been through this year. It's got to be a boost to your confidence.
Yeah, obviously just taking the lead there is obviously the most important thing, and I think the boys moved it around pretty good there to give me a pretty open chance there, and fortunate enough that one found a hole and went in.
You guys struggled to create in the first period. When you have a guy like Jonathan in net who's making so many big saves, how much does that help when things maybe aren't going as smoothly as you want at the other end?
I think it's huge, obviously, when you get that big save and kind of just grab the momentum off it. And like you said, if it's kind of just a little bit of a back and forth game off the start, it's a good way to gain that confidence and kind of get that momentum and get the fans into it.
Speaking of goals, what does it mean for the team to see a guy like Brendan Perlini finally potted his first of the year?
Yeah, that's definitely huge. I feel like there's been a lot of opportunities where he could have had one, and he's had some tough luck, but he's got a lot of skill and he's a good player. So it's I think everyone's happy to see him get that one.
How that felt going in?
Well, it was kind of about time. I've had enough chances over the last little bit, so good to get on the board, and more importantly, get the win.
Can you describe the play, scoring? What was going through your mind? I mean, did you shoot for a spot, or at this point, you're just going to try to get it on net?
Yeah, more just on net, to be honest. I've had good opportunities the last little bit, and trying to been kind of picking spots and stuff like that, and obviously hasn't been working. So just more of I think my shot is so quick and fast that as long as I get it on net, it's got a good chance.
How about getting a lead against that team?
Yeah, they're one of the best teams in the league, right? So, I think the guys were ready to play, and maybe have to play some more afternoon games, change the schedule.
Well, the big performance from Jonathan. How much breathing room does that give a team when you have a guy making saves like he was?
Yeah, that's huge. We made a few mistakes out there, probably more than we should have, and he was there each time to bail us out. And every time we get a big save from him, that's a boost for us, and we can try and take it back the other way.
How difficult has it been for you not to grip the stick? As the season progressed, was your confidence wavering at all?
Yes and no. I've been around long enough now where I know that goals come and go. So, it's a process, and as long as at the end of the day, we're in a position right now where we're fighting tooth and nail every day to try and prove something to other teams and other players in this league. So for us, we're trying to stick together as a unit, and I know personally, if I keep working hard and working on things, good things will happen.
You've scored on previous spots in Chicago and Arizona. What did you draw on that experience? How do you build on this?
Yeah, like I said, I think I've kind of been notoriously a bit streaky over my career too, where I'll go in patches where I score a lot, and then that's one of the things that I'd like to try and improve on and do it obviously more consistently. But it's a tough game. If everyone could do it, everyone would be playing in this league. It's not easy, and it's something that you got to just keep working at and keep improving on.
Jonathan, what kind of started clicking for you in mid-December? Your numbers have been so much more dramatically better.
I think mentally I'm just focusing on myself instead of maybe sometimes being upset that we're not winning or things like that, and just try to stay positive. Same time you play more, you get in the groove, and that's what's happening right now.
How about all the penalty kills today?
Yeah, I thought I mentioned it after 5-on-3 against that team is definitely, if you kill that, it's going to give you some momentum, and we did. So I thought we battled hard. We had some big blocks. Rosie there at the end, Glenny like usual, but I thought guys stepped up.
It was a lengthy video review. What does a goalie do when they drag on like that?
I was trying to recover from being in our zone for a while, so it was obviously I got lucky there, getting that call, but I thought we just kept grinding and we did our thing.
You have any idea that it's offside? The longer it goes on, they think that it's going to be inconclusive and it's going to hold up.
Can't really can't really tell. You know, I'm watching this. You know, I kind of saw it on the play, but then you just don't really notice anything. But you know, after when I saw in the review, it looked like it was offside, but it's tough. They need a good angle to see it. So
You're not praying to the hockey gods or anything during your crease?
not much this year.
As far as your turnaround, is it just been maybe something like a lot of hard work that, not very glamorous, but that's what it takes to work yourself out of?
Yeah, I mean, every player, when things are not going your way, if you put in the work, at some point, you know, you're going to get some bounces and things are going to start going your way. So, you know, I don't think my early in the season my game was that off, but I wasn't as consistent as now, and I think that's what makes a difference right now.
You know, I think the last few games we've had a little bend but don't break, where we haven't given up tons of big time chances, but certainly a lot of shots in zone time, and the goalies have made the saves they're supposed to make, and then both guys have made big saves at big moments, and that's what we need to have opportunities to win. And you know, Jonathan's been good since December, really. He's, you know, if you go back through December, January into February, he's been really good. So it gives you confidence, number one, and two, it gives you opportunities to stay in games and not lose momentum.
Especially that 5-on-3 PK. The skaters do too,
Yeah, I thought our killers did a good job on that, and I thought he was, you know, your most important killer on a PK, and certainly on a 5-on-3 as your goalie, and he was excellent. He's anticipating really well, getting from spot to spot really well, so he almost makes the one-timers look easy. You know, even the 6-on-5 one-timer by Pasternak, he's over there right away. So when you anticipate it like that, you make it look a little bit easy.
Do you see anything that's changed for him since mid or early December, or is it just a matter of getting a few good games and building confidence?
I don't see anything technically except that he works every day. As does Jimmy. They both work really, really hard with Jeff Saleko. Even as times have been tough, they've kept working and just working at their game. I don't think there's anything different technically. I think confidence matters, and his confidence has obviously blossomed as he's played better and better and better. You know, Taro did some things real well, even little things like blocking shots. He's a smart player. You know, there's times the physical mismatch is hard for him at times against teams like Boston that are real tight and it's just hard ice. But he's a smart player and he's committed to doing everything he can to win a hockey game. And there's trust in him because he's smart, and he's just got to keep fighting through those physical mismatches.
Why did the replay take so long?
Yeah, it was super long. I actually started to get worried once it was that long, to be dead honest with you. Our guys were 100% convinced it was offside. You'd have to ask the NHL. I'm not sure. They never told me. I didn't ask. Like we won the challenge, so I didn't ask. But as it kept going and going and going and going and going, I thought, one, boy, this might go the wrong way all of a sudden. I would have been really surprised. And two, the other thought I had though is at least we took the momentum away from them.
I was thinking maybe they didn't have a look at it.
Well, I don't know if there's any real clean, super clean looks, you know, and ultimately they had to have a look that, you know, I asked the linesman just quick, he was kind of going one way, I was going the other, and he said, it just, you know, I think it took him a while to get the look. I think they knew it was offside, but they had to find a look that absolutely showed it.